Welcome to the Pine Tree Dyslexia Staff Training. My name is Kendra Tolliver, the Middle School Dyslexia Interventionist. What is dyslexia? A specific learning disability that is neurobiological in origin. It is characterized by a deficit in the phonological component of language. It is often unexpected in relation to other cognitive abilities. Take a moment to read the TEA definition of dyslexia. Characteristics of dyslexia: difficulty reading words in isolation, difficulty accurately decoding unfamiliar words, difficulty with oral reading, slow, inaccurate, labored, and difficulty with spelling.
I am Kaylin Phillip, the dyslexia interventionist at the high school, junior high, and middle school. For the next part of our training, we will be doing a dyslexia simulation. When you see a Q, pronounce it D or T. When you see a Z, pronounce it M. When you see a P, pronounce it B. When you see a B, pronounce it P. When you see a YS, pronounce it If you see an A as in bat, pronounce it eh. And if you see an E as in pet, pronounce it ah. Now try reading this paragraph with the rules I just gave you. How'd you do? Here's what the paragraph really said. Consider this. Only 8 of the 44 known phonemes in the English language were disguised in that reading passage. Now imagine if this was not just an exercise, but how you had to read every day. Now we will discuss screening and identification of dyslexia. The state of Texas requires dyslexia screening to be done on kindergarten and first grade. The next steps after screening: refer for evaluation, implement targeted intervention, and or continue with core instruction. What if the student meets the criteria for dyslexia through the evaluation process? Student meets eligibility under the IDEA. Then a determination must be made by the ARD committee.
I'm Cambry Sneed, the dyslexia interventionist at Parkway Elementary. I will be talking about the Reading by Design dyslexia program. Pine Tree ISD uses the Reading by Design program, which is an individualized literacy intervention that is systematic, multisensory in approach, aligned with research-based practices for developing literacy. This program can be used for K through 12 students. Now we are going to talk about the qualifications of dyslexia teachers. A provider of dyslexia instruction must be fully trained in the LEA's adopted instructional materials for students with dyslexia, be a certified teacher, and must, at a minimum, have additional documented dyslexia training aligned to the 19 TAC 74.28D and must deliver the instruction with fidelity.
I'm Nicole Erb, dyslexia interventionist at Birch Elementary. accommodations and modifications in the classroom, and standardized testing. Examples of classroom accommodations: copies of notes, note-taking assistance, additional time on class assignments and tests, reduced, shortened assignments, alternative test location that provides a quiet environment and reduces distractions, priority seating assignment, oral reading of directions or written material, word banks, auto books, and text-to-speech, speech-to-text. Eligibility, evaluation requests, and available services. Eligibility is determined when an ARD committee discusses the need for intervention for the student. The ARD committee consists of parents, homeroom teacher, campus administrator, dyslexia specialist, diagnostician, and SPED specialist. Evaluation requests can be made by the parent and anyone who works with the student. Students receive intervention daily in groups of 6 or smaller.
Here are some resources. If you have any questions, this is the contact information for the dyslexia team.